Teachers, can you tell when a student is starving for attention? Not from fame, but from someone who actually cares? There's this quiet girl in my art class named Lena, 17, straight A student. Always looks polished, perfect eyeliner, perfect handwriting, perfect everything. She sits in the front row, always turns her assignments in early, never talks to anyone unless it's about grades. At first glance, she seems fine, too fine. Every piece she paints looks like it belongs in a museum. Precise, deliberate, emotionally empty. I'd hang them up in the hallway display case, but she'd always ask me not to. They're not ready yet, she'd say. One morning, I walk in early to prep the classroom, and Lena's already there, sitting at her easel long before the first bell. She's sketching something I can't quite see. When she notices me, she slams her sketchbook shut so hard it echoes. A few days later, the guidance counselor forwards me a note. Lena had written anonymously for the wellness box. It said, "What do you do when being perfect is the only thing keeping people from leaving you?" My heart dropped. I start paying closer attention. She's always covering her wrists with long sleeves, even when it's hot. Her smile never reaches her eyes, and she flinches, visibly, anytime someone raises their voice, even jokingly. One afternoon, I stay late to finish grading, and she lingers too. I ask if she's okay walking home. She hesitates, then blurts out,
"Do you ever feel like your whole life is a performance?"
I tell her sometimes, yeah, especially when you think love has conditions. That's when the story spills out. Her mom's a famous parenting blogger, one of those perfect life influencers. Their house is spotless, their family photos choreographed down to matching sweaters and fake laughter. But off camera, her mom treats every mistake like a scandal waiting to happen. If I get a B, she says I'm ruining her brand, Lena whispers. If I cry, she says I'm ungrateful. If I don't smile in pictures, she says I'm embarrassing her. She shows me her Instagram feed, thousands of likes, hundreds of comments saying, "Such a sweet family. Honestly, you're raising an angel." But I can see it now. Lena isn't living a life. She's living inside a photo frame. Over the next few weeks, I adjust her assignments. Instead of paint a still life, I ask her to paint something that feels real. Slowly, her work starts changing. The precision fades. The emotion floods in. One painting, dark, chaotic, raw, almost makes me cry. She titled it, "Behind the Camera." Then one Monday, she doesn't show up. Tuesday, still nothing. Wednesday, I email the counselor. No response from her mom. Thursday morning, Lena walks in late. Eyes swollen, hoodie zipped to her chin. "She posted about me," she says quietly. A picture of me crying, saying I was being dramatic for attention. I told her I wanted a break from photos. She said I'm lucky she even wants me in them. I take a breath and ask, "Do you want me to call someone?" She shakes her head. "Just let me stay here a while." So I do. She stays in my classroom through lunch, sitting on the floor quietly sketching. By the end of the semester, she submitted a portfolio for the State Art Scholarship. Pieces that aren't perfect, but are devastatingly honest. A month later, she wins first place. Her mom shows up at the ceremony all smiles and camera flashes. But this time, when she tries to pose with Lena's trophy, Lena gently steps away. "This one's mine," she says, looking straight ahead. At graduation, Lena gives a speech about authenticity, about how living for other people's approval nearly erased her. "Art saved me," she says, "because it was the first place I didn't have to smile to be seen." Afterwards, she hugs me tightly. "You were the first adult who didn't try to fix my image," she whispers. "You just let me be real." Now she's in college, studying fine arts. Sometimes she emails me her new work. Still messy, still breathtakingly raw. And every time I look at her latest painting, I see it. The girl who finally stepped out from behind the camera and decided she didn't need an audience to exist.